Hello, back again. Today I'm only with another episode of Gia's Discoveries. This week I want to talk about self-belief. I had a number of really interesting encounters this week that just really reinforced for me the knowing that self-belief is an inside job and nobody can give it to us. So the first kind of experience that brought this into my awareness was I I was doing a presentation at my business group on Thursday morning, and I invited someone to come along. And he said, "Oh, what would I say that I'm?" And he, I won't give you the details. And he rattled off a couple things that were clearly revealing what his filters were, right? And that they were filtering for, they were critical, how he's not doing enough, or basically just, it was, the, the energy of it was like, I suck, I failed, I'm a loser. Like that's kind of the energy of what he said. And I looked at him really surprised, and I was like, how about saying that you are on an incredible journey of transformation, and that and I pointed out 3 areas where he's just gotten extraordinary results in his life, where he's done pretty remarkable things. One of which is broken a company record for his business in their uh, they're in all their history, right? So these other accomplishments themselves, like winning, amazing, brilliant, right? These are the kind of filters that I had, and I was just struck by how he and I were viewing him through radically different lights. And so self-belief really is, it comes back to the filters that we use, right? And if we're using filters for how are we coming up short or what we haven't done, we're going to find that. We just are. And if we're using filters for celebrating what we're doing well, how we're growing, the progress that we made, if we're acknowledging our achievements and our accomplishments and our successes and our wins, we're also going to find that. I watched a YouTube video that was pretty remarkable for me. It was a hypnotherapist named Marissa Peer, and she was talking about the beliefs that we form when we're 5 years old, 6 years old, and how we believe that certain things aren't available to us at that time. If, say, for instance, if if our parents don't acknowledge us, if they're critical of us, and their filters of themselves, it only reveals the filters of themselves. If their filters of themselves are, you're not doing enough, they'll obviously relate to their children in that way, because we can't give what we haven't got, right? So that's the frame that they use when interacting with us, and that's what we learn, and that's how we learn how to speak to ourselves. So there comes a time where we need to upgrade our beliefs, the same way we upgrade our software on our computers, and realize that, that's not valid anymore. That doesn't serve. It may have been the programming that we were given when we were young, but it doesn't have to be the programming we use for the rest of our lives. And that's basically the essence of what my talk on Thursday was on. But so I guess what I really want to share with you is that no one else can give you self-belief. Like, everyone in the world can tell me I'm amazing, but until I believe it, until I'm willing to let that in. If I'm willing to see myself in that light, it only then does it hold value and become true. So that's the message that really, when I thought to myself, what do I really want to share with my excellence tribe, my community this week? That's what really struck me. So choose your filters carefully. A really practical thing that you can do for those of you that are also to-do list addicts out there, the ones that just love ticking boxes and thrive off of having a to-do list. At the end of the day, celebrate what you have done, not what you haven't. Forget about what you haven't. There's always, just put your attention on what you have done. Put your attention on the growth, right? Not the what more there is to, that's a given. But choose to filter for progress and choose to filter for what you have, the love, basically, versus the lack, right? How are you awesome and brilliant and shining and extraordinary? And it is a choice. And it's from the choosing of that filter and the commitment to choosing that filter. Like, I fiercely commit to that. I was joking with one of the people I serve about how even if it's like I celebrate, a particular, like, well, in this context, it was I had a really good poo. Still something to celebrate. Like, there's just things that we can acknowledge ourselves for, and that reinforcement, that creating of praise, the constant reminder that we're enough, we're doing enough, we're more than enough. It's important, and only we can give that to ourselves. So I leave you with that. Lots of love. Have an amazing week.